Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.64. Earlier today, it looked like XRP was going to break above $2.70 before it came back down. And right now, it looks like it's setting a higher low for the next move up. I cannot wait until XRP really starts to break out. And look at Bitcoin, back above 114K. But it also came crashing back down, taking the rest of the market with it. If Bitcoin rebounds from here, it'll pull the rest of the market up with it as well. But Wednesday is going to be the big day. That's when we're expecting to get a Fed rate cut. That could really get this market moving. That could possibly get this run really started, push us into alt season as well. How high can XRP price go in November? XRP could surge to $3 amid strong bullish signals, including Evernorth's $1 billion accumulation and a growing supply shock at exchanges. So now everybody's taking notice to the XRP drying up on the exchanges. And I could tell you right now, XRP is going higher than $3 in November if we get the ETFs approved. And who knows, maybe we finally get to see the beginning of alt season when that happens. Right now, that's the biggest thing we are waiting for. XRP may finally get its long-awaited spot ETF in the United States, with analyst Nate Garossi hinting that approvals could arrive within 2 weeks once Washington clears the shutdown barrier. But who said that Washington was going to reopen by Thanksgiving? We don't know if that's going to happen yet or not. Here's the latest on that. Take a listen.
Right now, November 24th is in this poly market right here, which is holding at about a 48% chance. So if you put $100 in there, let's see what that would be paying back. Nice little move there. But is this going to happen by the 24th, do you think?
It's tough. At least right now what we're seeing is they're basically going to keep the government funded, or at least the current proposal is to fund it till the end of Thanksgiving. But that deadline is actually kind of rapidly approaching. Now the question is, do we just fund it for the next 2 weeks, even if we do come to an agreement, and then do this all over again at the end of Thanksgiving? Or do you go for a whole year? So all that macro stuff's being debated right now, but both sides don't seem to be getting any closer to each other. At least here in DC, it's a little quiet, and that's kind of concerning, considering all things that are in limbo right now.
He does not seem too optimistic that the government is going to reopen by Thanksgiving. This could get extended into December. And if the government doesn't reopen, we don't get the spot ETFs approved. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Canary Funds, Spot HBAR, and Litecoin ETFs are now effective and will begin trading on the NASDAQ tomorrow, according to CEO Stephen McClurg. That's today. Litecoin and Hedera are the next two token ETFs to go effective after Ethereum. McClurg told me in a statement. We look forward to launching tomorrow. Then, as confirmed by Eric Balakunas, the New York Stock Exchange has also certified 8-A filings and proposed listing notices for Bitwise Invest Spot Sol ETF to launch tomorrow as well. And Grayscale's G-Sol to convert Wednesday. How is this possible during the government shutdown, you ask? Well, the operation of law does not always actually require an open government. It's my understanding that the 8-A filings are just as important as the S-1s in getting these ETFs ready to launch. A quick catch-up on the terminology. The 8-A formally registers ETF shares under the 1934 Act for trading on an exchange, while the S-1 registers them under the Securities Act of 1933. This morning, New York Stock Exchange certified all the 8-A filings for the ETFs above, aka the final step before shares can start trading. But what about the SEC Gov staff needing to greenlight the S-1 registration statements? The government has to reopen so the SEC can sign off on the XRP spot ETFs. Once again, XRP ends up in a delay. How many times have we seen this in the past? Now, I'm very happy about the HBAR ETF. I want to see how that performs. I hold HBAR. It's a well-rounded cryptocurrency. It's a utility token. It's going to be part of the new financial system. I'm glad that an HBAR ETF is going live. But I would love to see these spot XRP ETFs get approved already. But of course, we have to wait for the government to reopen. XRP takes 286% bigger bite than Solana in the $921 million weekly crypto fund surge. So XRP pulled in $84.3 million last week, which is about 11% of all crypto inflows, beating Solana by 286% as XRP ETF buzz keeps money circling the token. You already know the money is going to flow into the XRP ETFs. The money is already circling XRP. The demand is absolutely astronomical. And it seems like the more we want it, the longer it's going to get delayed. And of all the timing and everything, the government has to shut down before a spot XRP ETF gets approved. I see people saying this did not happen by chance. This happened on purpose. But no matter how you look at it, those spot XRP ETFs, they're going to get approved eventually. And when that happens, wherever the price of XRP is at that time, we are going higher. XRP is ready to make us some more money. Everybody knows it's going to make us more money. Everybody's trying to say it's going to happen on this day. It's going to happen on that day. You know when it's going to happen? When none of us expect it to happen. You're just going to wake up one day and XRP is going to be skyrocketing in price. Because you cannot call this market right now. Nobody can. Everything looks bullish right now, but think about it. What if the Fed doesn't cut interest rates on Wednesday? All of a sudden, we're starting to trade sideways again, or there could be another possible dip if that happens. Now, I think the Fed is absolutely going to cut rates, and that's going to send the crypto market upward very quick when that happens. But right now, nobody knows which way it's going to go. And we've been to the point where it looks like everything is about to happen way too many times during this cycle. Every time this cycle looks absolutely incredible, like it is now go time, right away something brings this market back down. I just want to see the breakout already. This comes from Chad Steingraber. Here's the original clip. Yes, it's really Newsmax making the suggestion that we could pay off the national debt with XRP. Take a listen.
You see, the government can't control crypto like it controls banks and the bogus Federal Reserve, printing money out of thin air. Ronald Reagan famously said, that the government operates very simply. If it moves, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. If you can't do either, ban it. He didn't know about blockchain. Reagan didn't know about the fourth option. Become what you seek to control. The government's only option to actually have any seat at the table in any type of control over crypto is to participate in it. If you own it, that's great for you. It's going to be worth a ton. After all, we can just print money, buy crypto with it. That's why crypto's here to stay. It's the answer to make sure that even if we do lose a tooth on the zipper again, it doesn't matter. But more importantly, the value of that seamless zipper could be the trick to wipe out the country's national debt. print money, devalue the dollar, explode crypto investments, sell it, wipe out the national debt, replenish the national gold reserves, fund Social Security, rapid deflation, and reset the system to before the Federal Reserve ever left the gold standard.
So think about it like this. He just told you the ways to a new financial system, the way to get rid of the U.S. debt. But they're already talking about wiping out the debt using crypto. But honestly, XRP also strengthens the U.S. dollar. It could send the U.S. dollar in any form all around the world in a matter of seconds for less than a penny. That gives you a much stronger dollar moving forward. Elon Musk, Grok, states how high XRP needs to rise to pay off the U.S. debt. Once I seen that Newsmax clip, I knew this article was coming. So it needs to be at $350 per XRP to take care of the U.S. debt. But then you also couple in using it to move value, move tokenized assets. The price of XRP in the future is going to be in the 5 digits. That's for sure. When is that going to happen? If we get a new financial system by 2028, most likely it will happen by then. Because if you're going to move the world's money, you can't be sitting at $3, $2 and change. It has to be much higher. David Schwartz has told us that a long time ago. But even $350 per XRP, that would still be way too cheap. You got to remember, XRP is not just going to be part of the US system. It's a global bridge currency. It's built to bridge anything of value all over the world. Why do you think the IMF cited XRP and XLM multiple times? The BIS, the ECB, all these central banks know what's coming. The central banks already know the end game. It's to utilize RippleNet and XRP to move the world's money. This comes from Standard Chartered Bank. Estimates 6 to 8 more months before institutional money gets regulatory clarity for DeFi. Then he mentions one major bank is going to make an announcement entering into the space next year, and all the rest will FOMO. Take a listen.
I think it's going to be massive, actually, and I'll probably go even slightly further than the other guys. I think we have now the tokenized cash version, call it what you like. We have the tokenized money market fund stuff. We have each of these weekend liquid now. We have a large push now already into tokenized equities. We will get Clarity Act, SEC guidelines. We'll work out what we can do in DeFi, what's legitimate, what can scale in DeFi. And I think this is all like in the next 6 to 9 months, actually. And so I think if we today have something like $30 billion in tokenized real-world assets outstanding, in 12 months we're going to be at like 300 billion. So I think you're just at that acceleration point where regulation, liquidity and others can come together and we can move very, very quickly. So it's equities now. It will be tokenized broader funds at some stage. Like when I talk to the real money accounts, at some stage next year, one of the main ones that possibly starts with B is going to say, okay, here's like $50 billion fund, which is now all in tokenized space. And when after that, you'll get all the FOMO from all the others doing exactly the same, right? So we're just now at that tipping point in tokenized real world asset space. And the average person...
And take notice, he told you what I've been telling you all along. All it takes is one bank to get the upper hand on the competition. It sets off a network effect. Every single bank will then FOMO in as well. And institutional adoption has already began. Bitwise crypto adoption by institutions, and you see them right here. And you see what they're involved in right now. Everything's about tokenization, crypto, ETFs, ETPs, crypto trading and custody. But soon it's going to be all about payments and private crypto funds as well. You're going to see more companies creating XRP treasuries in the very near future. Because once you see companies starting to do that, that sets off a network effect as well. Other companies start doing the same thing. Same thing with payments. Once payments start at one or two banks and they're saving money and they're moving money very fast, other banks take notice to that. They want to do the same thing. That's how you get institutional adoption, which will then lead us to mass adoption. It is absolutely coming. It's already happening at a very low level. But like I said at the beginning of this video, at the time I'm recording this video, I'm looking at the chart and you could see XRP set a higher low, which means we could start to break upward again. Let's hope that happens. And until it does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.